What is going on, everybody? My name is Hayward. I'm the CEO of Coach Hayward. On today's training, what I want to go over is why motivation doesn't matter when it comes to losing your weight and how you can hit your goals without motivation in the first place. Okay, so I want to make this training today because what I hear all the time is that I'm waiting for the motivation to get started, or my motivation ran out, so I quit. And I hear these things about motivation all the time as we speak to hundreds of people every single day about their fit goals. So this is something I want to break down for y'all. Now, let's jump straight into it. So first and foremost, guys, before I start talking, make sure that if you get some value from this training today, if you enjoy it, if this helps you on your weight loss journey, make sure that you like, you subscribe, and share to a friend if they need it. Now, motivation versus consistency. Okay, so basically, I don't really have a script for this or nothing today. So if you catch me going off or anything, that's why. I'm just speaking from the heart and also my personal experience, and after training hundreds and hundreds of clients over the years as well. Okay, so first and foremost, motivation. Motivation will typically, this is what happens on the average person's journey. So they will get that boost of motivation, either if it's from they're just sick and tired of feeling the way they're feeling, they can't fit into their clothes one day, whatever it may be, they have some sort of spark for them. Boom, instant motivation. This motivation will get you to start your journey. It will get you to perhaps go out and buy healthier foods. It'll get you to buy that gym pass or go to the gym next week. And you'll start out on a routine. You'll go for about 2 weeks, go super hard. And then on the third week, boom, you find yourself right back to square one. Now, oftentimes this motivation will run out because of trying to, you're trying subconsciously, you're trying to avoid something. And what that is 99% of the time, it's self-doubt. So this motivation will run out when you hit a challenge or when something happens where that self-doubt comes in, and then it causes you to want to give up because you don't believe it's possible, or you may feel that it's super hard or uncomfortable, whatever it may be. And then that motivation will completely crash and fall off. So this is why we cannot focus on motivation, because there will be times in our journey when maybe not self-doubt comes into play, but hard times. Plateaus will happen, but as long as you keep banging on that door, eventually the door is going to be open. You just have to stay consistent at it and keep that momentum going. Okay, so how do we properly do this? So how do we not rely on motivation to make these changes happen? Basically, what we want to do is, number one, we have to have a mindset shift. We have to understand that this is not about an overnight journey. This is not about the destination. It's about the journey itself. And what I mean by that is that it's not about doing this restricted approach for a temporary amount of time and then being able to quit it after once you lose that weight, because we all know what happens there. When we do restricted approaches like that, we gain the weight back. So what we must do is that we must create a lifestyle that aligns with our fit goals. And this is what I like to call the CH lifestyle approach that we use on all of our clients. And once you're able to build a lifestyle, then you want to be able to enjoy that journey, because that's going to become who you are. It's going to become a part of you. And this is why it has to match the things you love, such as your favorite foods. If you like to go out on weekends with friends, whatever it may be, it's got to match that criteria in order for this to be a sustainable weight loss journey. Okay, so this is why we want to focus on staying consistent with that. So once you have that structure down, you have that lifestyle approach down, it's all about staying consistent. Now, the best ways to stay consistent, guys, honestly, a lot of time motivation will come and grow as you hit goals and as you keep going. So you might lose motivation at one point, but then let's say you finally hit this one goal, and maybe it's a small goal. You set a small goal to hit, 5 pounds gone. Once you hit that first goal, it's like an extra boost of motivation. And then you want to keep setting more realistic goals for yourself and keep working towards them. As if you don't set goals, you're never really going to know what direction to take. So it's best to have a goal or something to work towards, so then you can keep pushing forward to it every single day, and you know the right action steps to get there. as long as your plan is aligned. Okay. So that is ultimately the best advice and the way to do it, because like I said, motivation will die off. So we cannot rely on motivation, and we cannot wait for the motivation to come around, because what if this motivation takes you 10 years to get started? You just wasted 10 years of your life struggling in your body or with your health issues to finally make a change happen. So this is why we cannot hold our goals off, and it's best to take action immediately, as holding them off is just another form of staying comfortable and avoiding that discomfort in that self-doubt area, which it's uncomfortable. It's not always fun. But once you hit your goals, once you start making these changes, once you start losing weight every single week, you are going to be feeling like you're on top of your world. It's going to be the most unbelievable feeling ever when you defeat this battle and this struggle. So you can 100% do it. Now, for me personally, what I did was there came a time where I joined a fitness class. In school, we had the options. I joined that, and the teacher would make us work out. Now, before this, previously in the past, my brothers and friends, they tried to get me to start working out, but I couldn't get into it. Even though I was struggling super bad with my body, my insecurities, I just couldn't stay consistent with it. I could not stick to working out. It was almost felt like impossible at the time. I kept either blowing it off, or I'd absolutely almost forget about it, or whatever it may be. And I didn't fully understand that it would help me to an extent that it has helped me. If I did know that, then I would definitely have sticked with it longer at that time. Anyways, what happened though was we joined this class, and the teacher would make you work out. So I worked out, because it's either that or you get in trouble or whatever it may be. So you worked out, you put in the work, and we would just be in there trying to push as much weight as possible. And then I found myself actually enjoying it, because you know why? Is I was getting results. I was seeing my strength increase, and I was seeing a little bit of results on my muscles. And this caused me to eventually get addicted, because I was getting so much results and I was feeling so much better in my body. It's almost unbelievable to think of how I used to feel compared to how I feel now. It was almost unimaginable, because you get stuck in this crappy feeling about yourself for so long, you almost think that's reality. That's like your life and who you're going to be. But in reality is that no, that's just the character you're playing at this time. And once you make these changes happen, you can become that person you truly dream of being. You can become that body and that goal that you always wanted to hit. You can 100% do that. You just have to bridge that gap together. Okay. And that's how we do that with our clients, is the CH lifestyle approach. So if you want to learn more about that, click that link below in the description to apply, and we can get you started on this immediately if you're serious about making this change happen. Back to the story though. So I started seeing results. I started feeling really good. So now the teacher didn't even need to make me work out anymore, because I saw the benefits. I felt the benefits, and I stayed consistent with this for a long time. And eventually I completely destroyed my back. Now this would most of the time dramatically cause people just to quit their journeys, to not do it anymore, or whatever it may be. But I only had to take it off about 3 months from the gym, and then I came back to it, and I started getting consistent again, just got back into my routine. Luckily, at that point, though, I was almost like building these new habits, building this new lifestyle already. So switching back into my old routine wasn't as hard. Now, I got back into it, though. Obviously, I lost some muscle, and that really sucked. But what I did was I just worked even harder, and I had people around the gym, and I'd just be motivated and pumped up because the environment, it felt awesome. So I'd look forward to going. I just added into my schedule. So after school, I would just go to the gym and I'd get her done. Anyways, and long story short, here I am now to this day. And yes, I've gone through hundreds of moments by now, maybe not 100, but lots and lots of moments by now where I've completely lost my motivation in the gym, my desire to go, where I would go and I would have like crappy workouts because I just did not have that spark. And a few ways that I try to get that spark back is, number one, setting new goals. Number two is working on different kind of goals. So instead of losing weight, maybe go for strength training, whatever it may be, switching it up. And then number three, what I would do also is getting into new routines. So trying different styles of working out, trying different approaches. So maybe quicker workouts, different days, whatever it may be, and just ultimately switching it up and working on different areas. So that way I can keep it fun, keep it effective, and get my motivation back. But ultimately, it's all about just staying consistent. So when you do go through those, I like to call them down waves, as long as you stay consistent with it, as long as you push through, things will get better. And the way I like to always explain this to my clients is that it's almost like a relationship. Okay. It's like a relationship with yourself. It's like a relationship though with a partner. You know, if you're married, or your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or whatever it may be, you know, you're gonna go through times when you have fights and you guys have struggles. But if you keep pushing through it, if you guys work through it, then things become 10 times better. You become stronger on the other side. And that's the same thing here with your weight loss journey. So stick with it, keep pushing through, make that change happen once and for all. Self reflect, cut all the excuses, and just make it happen. You can 100% do it, but you have to start today in order to make a better tomorrow. Other than that, guys, that is the training for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate your guys' support. Make sure if you felt something from this, leave a like and a subscribe. And other than that, you all have an amazing day. Keep crushing your goals. Keep working at it. If you need help, I'm here. Link is in the description. Now than that, I'll see you on the next training.